This is my first match managing this season. And technically by record date, I don't know who's manager of the year. So I could have lost that and be really pissed off after this. But we're playing Brian. We're getting you back into singles. Singles did not go the way you wanted it last year. It didn't go the way we wanted it. But I think that we've made the right steps in the offseason to make the best moves possible. Things that have happened, a new faction has formed. And Ethan, Brian, everybody in Club Dread, congratulations. You're safe because you're not going to get eliminated because this new team is nothing either. So I wanted to address that before anything gets started. Jake, how are you feeling overall? Because even if you lose tonight, we're still going to be a faction next season because we're guaranteed not to lose.
I actually am feeling really good about this. Win or lose, I've done everything I can possibly do to prepare for this match. To prepare for a guy like Brian, it's tough. But I've gone through it and I've done everything that I can possibly do to be ready for this match. So I'm kind of feeling really, confident about this. If I lose, then that's just how it is. I'll see everyone in the tournament. But hopefully I can keep moving forward and we'll see how it goes. But Brian's a great competitor. It's been crazy that I've never actually had the chance to play him one-on-one till now. And it's just a situation that's been put on both of us. So I look forward to this. And good luck, Brian.
Good luck, Brian. Hopefully we win, though. Bye.
What's up, Brian?
What's up, Ethan? Where are you?
Not much. I am departing a ferry right now, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it here, but I'm making it. I'm here on a ferry, and you're playing Jake. He's a great player. You're going to beat him. I'm excited about it. How are you feeling?
See, this is manager commitment, one who even shows up even when it's inconvenient for him. Just saying. I'm feeling okay about this. I mean, Jake's going to be, quite a hard test. He's obviously beat me here in teams in Warzone. Never got to play him one-on-one setting. The only place I've really faced him in any kind of single setting was actually a triple threat thing over in Full Metal. I beat him there, but that was, admittedly, he had like 4 matches in 3 days, and it was like the bottom priority, so I don't really count that as a defeat. But finally get to face him one-on-one. I think it'll be a good match. I don't know if I'll win or lose, but it'll be good.
I agree. You got this, man. As someone who's played Jake a couple times, he's a great player, but this is going to be a really good match between 2 of the best players, and I'm excited to watch it.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is the second match of the movie Warzone 2021 season. Very excited, and we have 2 powerhouse competitors going up against each other. We got Jake, the Maestro Maringoni, going up against Brian, the MacGuffin Michaels. These are 2 players who have been around since season 1 of movie Warzone, and somehow, besides teams, they have never played each other in Warzone. Well, we are rectifying that right now. I think this is going to be a very entertaining match. But before we bring in the competitors on the desk, we have Mr. Cameron, the conductor Holtzman. Cameron, thoughts on this match?
Yeah, no, this is going to be a great one. Like you said, it surprised me when I found out that the 2 of these guys had never played each other in singles in Warzone, because both of them have been around for a long time and have been near the top that entire time. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top in this long-awaited match.
They've always been so high-seeded in tournaments that they've always been on like opposite sides of brackets of each other and opposite sides of pictures or different pictures. But now they're finally facing off. So, without further ado, let's just bring them in. So, introducing first, coming into the ring, representing Club Dread and Wild Stallions, coming in with a record of 8 wins, 5 defeats. It is Brian, the MacGuffin Michaels. And producing first order and the current team champions, the concept of what a hamburger is all about, with the record of 11 wins, 6 defeats. It is Jake, the Maestro Maringoni.
You got the record right there, Boatman.
Good, thank you. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get into round 1. Round 1's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. whiteboard round. These competitors know what they're doing. They don't explain this part. But for the folks at home, they're going to write their answers on a whiteboard or piece of paper, but they've got whiteboards because they're pros. So without further ado, let's get into question 1, round 1, category of comedy. Who stars as cable customer Steven Kovacs in The Cable Guy?
This is about Josh Brolin's character from Deadpool 2, right?
Yes, this is that.
This is the cable. This is the Cable solo movie where he basically just travels through time and makes fun of Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm. This is what they tease at the end of
It's
Deadpool.
that Cable Guy.
4, 3.
That was actually a missed opportunity in Deadpool 2.
Honestly. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Matthew Broderick.
And Brian.
Matthew Broderick.
Both correct.
All right, gentlemen. Your second question comes in the category of 2000s. What is Jimmy's nickname in 8 Mile?
Wait for the sequel, 9 Mile.
But I have a question for you.
Mile 22.
If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you capture it or let it slip?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Rabbit.
And Jake.
His name's been Frank, but it's Rabbit.
Rabbit, B Rabbit also would have been acceptable. As we get into your third question, category of romance, Julia Roberts, Javier Bardem, and James Franco appear in what romance film?
I don't have a joke for this one because we weren't given a film title to go off of and make references to, and that's 98% of my humor.
Julia Roberts, Julia Rob Hurts. 5, 4,
Poetry? What is this?
2,
Slam poetry.
Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
This is a guess. Eat, Pray, Love.
And Jake.
This is a guess. Eat, Pray, Love.
Your guesses were correct. It is.
So we go into your fourth question in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Percy Jackson is the son of which Greek god in the Percy Jackson series? These books are great. These movies, unfortunately, exist.
Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face.
And then we see Brandon T. Jackson with goat legs dancing around with a bunch of women. Because you would, wouldn't you? You would have a bunch of underage children dancing with women in Las Vegas.
What? Yikes. We're going to go to Jake.
Fun fact, Alexandra Daddario shares the same birthday as me, but it's Poseidon.
That is a fun fact. Brian.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Zeus.
Poseidon is correct, so Jake takes the 1-point lead, 4-3. As we get into your next question, category of scores and or soundtracks. What horror film features the songs Moon Dance, Bad Moon Rising, and Blue Moon?
Is it the 2009 Duncan Jones Sam Rockwell collaboration Moon?
Now we have to give a new question.
Sorry, is it Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
2, 1. Shut up, Holtzman. We're gonna go to Brian.
American Werewolf in London.
And Jake.
An American Werewolf in London.
Both correct.
And somehow that movie's soundtrack doesn't feature the song Werewolves of London.
I was gonna say that. Exactly. One song. Come on.
All right, so question number 6 is in the category of action and adventure. In Commando, John Matrix is trying to rescue a person that has what relation to him?
John Matrix. If he were to put more bullets in his gun, he would be John Matrix Reloaded. 5, 4.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
2, 1. Season 4. Let's go to Brian.
Oh, me? His daughter.
And
His ice cream beer loving daughter.
both correct. As we get into your penultimate question category of musicals, what profession does the title character have in Bye Bye Birdie?
Movie's about Big Bird, right?
Yes.
It's the name of one of the scenes in the movie Follow That Bird. It's just one scene from that movie extended to feature length.
Maybe just 100 peeps.
Okay. Ryan using his first repeat in the category of musicals. What profession does the title character have? Bye Bye Birdie. It's specifically the Bluebird scene from Follow That Bird, which is made young.
Look, Bo, you're making too specific of a reference for someone who has not seen Follow That Bird. I'm aware that I brought it up, but I brought up a lot of movies I've never seen.
1, hands down. Let's go to Jake.
I'm not sure, so I said lawyer.
And Brian.
Waitress.
Both incorrect. He's a singer. Conrad Birdie modeled after Elvis.
It's a guy.
Yeah, he's also a man, Brian. So with that, we have no perfect rounds as we go into the final question in the category of directors. Who directed High Plains Drifter? Yeah, now that the question is over, I think Bye Bye Birdie has never been good.
I kind of like the movie.
I think the movie is like the best version of it, but every time a high school does it, they just ruin it. But high schools keep doing it because it's appropriate.
That's fair. Let's go to Brian.
High schools ruin most any musical I do. Just saying. I think Clint Eastwood did that one.
And Jake.
Clint Eastwood.
Both correct. So it is 7-6 coming into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Going to be 10 different categories on our lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. You're going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If you like what you spin, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but then you are stuck with it. You're going to get 5 questions. If you get it right, you get 2 points. Multiple choice, 1 point. Or if you get it wrong, other player gets a chance to steal. The categories we have on our lovely wheel tonight are Brian's strengths of Julianne Hough and Mission Impossible. Jake's strengths of Robert Zemeckis, a.k.a. Bobby Z, and Oscars. We also have family, 2010s, scores and soundtracks, and action adventure. So, without further ado, Jake, you are in the lead. We will bring Cody in. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Painful thing is I have to edit that, so I have to hear that banter twice. So that's really sucky. I think we're gonna.
And then you'll give us views. You'll hear it 3 times.
Give a second.
We will go second.
Okay, we will. So we will bring in Ethan to Cody. Okay, Brian, this is your first spin. It's going to land on your strength of Julianne Hough.
Brian, we should take it.
I think you could keep it. Yeah, we'll keep it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Holtzman, would you like to give Brian his questions in the category of Julianne Hough?
I will begrudgingly agree to do so.
Hey, I know you love Footloose, at least.
Everyone knows I love Footloose, Brian. It's the worst kept secret of the internet. Your first question, Brian, in the category of Julianne Hough.
Yeah.
What is the name of the strip club that Sherry gets a job at in Rock of Ages?
The Venus Club.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Ren's Uncle Wes in 2011's Footloose?
Oh, I know that guy's name. I'm going to multiple choice on that one.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Ray McKinnon, B. Tim Blake Nelson, C. Bart Johnson, or D. Blake Shelton.
A.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question in Julianne Hough. In Dirty Grandpa, Jason and Shadia previously know each other as classmates when they studied what?
I got multiple choice again.
All right, your options are A, business, B, art, C, theater, or D, photography?
I almost said it. Is it photography?
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn it. Should have gone with
Your fourth question in Julian Huff. In Safe Haven, Erin is fleeing from her home in what U.S. city?
She's coming from Boston.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Burlesque, Allie sings on stage for the first time when the music cuts out during a performance of what song?
I think I know of it.
5, 4.
Wagon Wheel Watusi.
That is incorrect, Jake, for the 2 point steal.
Oh, shit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wagon Wheel.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for Tough Lover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Song originally by someone.
So that caps off Brian's round 2. Brian brings his score up to 12. Jake at 7.
Sorry, so you cut out that Boatman.
12 to 7.
I have 12 to 7.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
As we go to Jake's spin, bringing in Cody.
Julian Huff, yikes.
Yeah.
What's real sad is I've seen all
And
of the
Jake's
movies I have.
category of Oscars.
I think we can take that.
I mean, we got
Say-
5, and then if you multiple choice, we're tied at the end. If you get some for 2, and we're golden. So yeah, I say we take him. Let's go.
All right.
Now we'll give you your questions, category of Oscars. What actress received her only 2 Oscar nominations for 1971's Carnal Knowledge and 1975's Tommy?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Natalie Wood, B. Diane Cannon, C. Anne Margaret, D. Candice Bergen.
And Margaret.
That is correct for 1 point. What song from the film Neptune's Daughter won the Oscar for Best Original Song?
I'll take multiple as well.
Okay, multiple choice options are A. Baby It's Cold Outside, B. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, C. White Christmas, D. Silver Bells.
A.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question, category of Oscars. How many films released in the 1980s won both the Best Picture and Best Lead Actor Oscars? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Okay, Jake using his first repeat. How many films released in the 1980s won both the Best Picture and Best Lead Actor Oscars?
Two.
That is incorrect, Brian, for the 2 point steal.
Let's say just 1.
That is also incorrect. It's the other side of the sandwich. It is 3.
What was the film?
Gandhi, Amadeus, and Rain Man.
Forgot about Gandhi.
So,
I didn't realize he was leading Rain Man. Okay.
we go to the Jake's penultimate question in the category of Oscars. What is the most recent film to win Best Production Design?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question, what was the only Oscar 1991's The Addams Family was nominated?
Sorry, can you repeat that out?
Oh, okay. What was the only Oscar 1991's The Addams Family was nominated for?
What's the score?
12-11. 5, 4.
Best Makeup.
That is incorrect. Brian for the 2-point steal.
Let's go with costume design.
That is correct for a 2-point steal.
Yeah.
So it is 14-11 Brian's favor into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. The categories our competitors will be able to choose from tonight are Robert Zemeckis, 1980s, scores and soundtracks, romance, musicals, mystery thriller, horror, and romantic comedy. We're going to let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, so we are back going into round 3. Our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Jake has picked his 1 in 80s, his 2 in horror, his 3 in scores and soundtracks, and his 4 in Zemeckis, whereas Brian has picked his 1 in musicals, his 2 in romantic comedies, his 3 in Zemeckis, and his 4 in 1980s. So, since Jake is behind by 3 points, we will start with him. Holtzman, take it away with his 1-pointer in 80s.
All right, Jake, your first question in the category of 80s. In what 80s comedy would you find the fictional African nation of Zamunda?
Coming to America.
That is correct for 1 point. So we will stick with Jake, going to his 2-pointer in the category of horror to tie with Brian. Your 2-pointer, Jake. In what horror film will you find the character Seth Brundle?
The Fly.
That is correct for 2 points.
And I believe that does tie us up 14-14 as we go.
High end.
Brian's 1 in musicals. Brian, 1 in musicals. Who plays Elton John in Rocket Man?
Taron Egerton.
That is correct for 1 point.
Which will send it back over to Jake for his 3-point question in scores and soundtracks, if I can find where that is in the document. There we go. Jake, your 3-point question. What was the last Steven Spielberg film to have a score not composed by John Williams?
Ready Player One.
That is correct for 3 points.
So we go over to Brian for his 2-pointer in romantic comedies. Zoe Kazan and Daniel Radcliffe star in what romantic comedy?
That would be What If, aka the F Word.
We will accept. We literally have What If.
The document list is both acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we go over to we
stick with Brian because it's tied.
I realize that. So we will stick with Brian's 3-pointer in Zemeckis in order to take the lead and force Jake to hit his 4. What organization does Ellie Arroway work for in Contact? Five, 4.
I think she works for SETI, SETI.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right.
So I think I lagged a little bit there.
Yep.
Yeah, now.
We're going over to Jake for his 4-pointer that he must hit in order to force Brian to hit his.
All right, Jake, your 4-point question in the category of Zemeckis. Reminder, you have 2 repeats left if you need them. In flight, the titular flight is going to what U.S. city?
Five, 4, 3.
Hey.
Jake using a second repeat.
Oh, right, that's me. In flight, the titular flight is going to what U.S. city?
Repeat.
Well, final repeat.
All right. In flight, the titular flight is going to what U.S. city?
It's really hoping Zemeckis would pay off. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to just say Chicago.
And your winner, Brian the MacGuffin Michaels. The correct answer was Atlanta. Atlanta, and I think I cut out the answer with Atlanta. So we are going to go to post-match interviews that I will let Holtzman do most of the talking for, since my internet's been a little poo. So we will start with our unfortunate second-place finisher, Jake, who did play a really good game, just didn't quite go his way in round 3. So, Jake, overall, you didn't win. I still think you put up some good points, got some good answers. Things maybe just didn't play out the way you wanted to. How do you feel overall?
New year, same bullshit, and same questions that get asked how we're feeling. We're feeling like shit. We lost a match. We're not happy about it. I like that movie a lot. I don't think I would have been able to pull it either, Jake. It is what it is. I think our mistake was maybe keeping Oscars in round 2. Just because they were strength level and they went all over the place and they were just some out of your wheelhouse. And if I would have, I don't know what we would have spun again, but if we would have, maybe that would have changed the game. You've got a team's title to also going to be prepared for soon, so I guess we got to focus on that. But by tournament time, Jake will be a person to look out for in that tournament. He's just played great players. His losses are not to like nobodies. Like he lost to Cameron last year, he lost to Brian here today. Like that's fair. We'll take those losses because it's not like he got blown out. He didn't get knocked out. He went on the last question and he didn't know Atlanta. And damn it, learn some U.S. geography because that's important.
It pays to know where flights are going.
Where flights are going. If you're going to watch a movie about a plane, you need to know where the fucking final destination is. No, but I'm happy with Jake. I'm not mad at all. He played a great, scored 7, didn't have the best round 2. But he was fully prepared for everything that Brian was going to give him. So can't
Cody, I just want to say one thing, Cody. If it makes you feel any better, if you would have spun again, you would have hit opponent's choice. So that I don't know if that
maybe ask him where he's going to give it to us because who knows where he wouldn't have given us Oscars. So yeah, so cool. Sorry, Jake can talk a little bit. Sorry, I talked to you the entire time.
I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen. I went in confident and I did everything I could. I watched a lot of Julian Huff. I watched all the Mission Impossible films. I think that's the 5th time now where I've studied my pen strength. That hasn't paid off at all. my life is sad. Other than that, no, I'm happy with round 1. I'm happy with round 3. Oscars just didn't go my way on that one. I definitely thought about spinning again just because I know I wasn't feeling as good for Oscars than I was the rest of the category. So opponent's choice, what would have that done me? I guess we'll never know. But Brian is so good. He really is, and sometimes he underplays how well he is. He's one of the top 5 best Warzone players, absolutely, no doubt about it. We're filming this before the awards, but I'm 100% positive he's going to win Warzone Match of the Year. I know how that feels to be in a Match of the Year where you lose, but
I just hope if it's on my faction, I hope Brian does win the belt. If I'm going to be honest, if I can go anybody from my faction out of it, I hope Brian walks away champion at one point because guy busts his ass every time. So it'd be nice.
Absolutely. But losing sucks. I'm still got 11 wins. I'll see everyone in the tournament. I got teams match maybe against Brian again. We'll see how that goes. But geography is just it's a stinky poo poo, as I would say.
That's fair. So we're going to go over to Brian and Ethan, who won the match. Brian won the match. Ethan managed it. Good for managing.
Brian gets the win.
No longer on a boat.
I am home now. I'm home.
He was lost. That's why he was on an island. Now he's back.
You missed the opportunity to sing "I'm on a boat." Just saying.
I'm on a boat.
That's both theme song.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Brian, you did win the match, putting up 20 points overall. How do you feel?
A little lucky. I mean, I thought I played decent. You know, I got my own strength. I didn't give up any steals or anything, but I wish I could have done better in round 2. I really just got lucky because Oscars for him in round 2, and those were tough questions. I probably would not have stolen any of them without just a random guess. But I mean, obviously it's written as a strength level category because it's picked as a strength, but that was tough. And then in round 3, yeah, it seems almost ironic that Jake once again is taken up by a U.S. city question. Now, guarantee he doesn't actually have to know where the city is. He just has to listen to the name of the city in the movie. But still, it's a U.S. geography question, and I feel sorry for him there. But he's beat me, you know, in teams. I'm hoping to get back there and beat him. Maybe he can get this win back. Maybe I can continue the streak. But I'm just happy I finally got to play him because we've been, you know, around for so long and never been one-on-one. So.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, what Jake said is true. I mean, Jake played in a fantastic match, and like those were really hard round 2 questions. So. I think that no one, picking your strength, usually you expect to get them all right, but those are really hard. So you really can't blame Jake. And he played really well. But Brian, I mean, like you said, Brian kind of underplays his talent sometimes, but he really is like one of the best players that there are. And I knew that like even playing someone like Jake, like he had a really good chance of winning. And it was a great match to watch. I mean, he killed it. He was ready.
That is fair. Next up, you're playing the winner of Mark Menchaca and Cameron Redshaw. So either a rematch of a round tournament or someone you haven't played before. How do you feel about either of those?
As much as I'd like to play Redshaw, because obviously he's a good player, I really want to get that win back from Menchaca.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go 12 questions deep into sudden death again. So.
Please don't do that to us.
Please no. Please no.
Let's go deeper. 15.
If it goes to death, I will personally give $5 to either competitor if they miss the first question in the events.
Now, what about the manager? Do I get a cut of that, or?
That's for you to negotiate with the talent.
Fair enough.
I believe the standard fee is 15%, but that's
okay.
I'll also say it's really hard to do post-match interviews when Cody's not talking shit because he says nice things and it makes me feel bad about wanting to talk to you about him. So I'm not going to. But yeah, it's fun.
That's fair. I wish that Cody would talk to us. I'm just kidding. We're actually friends behind the scenes. But I have to pretend that he's
Cody's shaking his head backstage.
That good old.
Anyways, we should probably wrap this up. This has been going on for a long time.
It's been going on a long time. Let's go. Season 4, everybody. Holtzman, final thoughts.
This was a great match. It was close all the way throughout. The lead kept going back and forth between the two of them. And as for the hosting, can you tell it's been a month since we've hosted Warzone matches?
Can you tell?
Because I can. But yeah, no, this was a great match. Congrats to Brian. Jake still played a great game. And I'm excited to see what comes next.
Absolutely. So, from Brian Michaels, from Jake Maringoni, from Ethan Beller, and Cody Newberry, from Cameron Holtzman, I am Kaleb Boatman. This is Multiplex Movie Warzone.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.